That is why I do call myself the King of Canada or whatever, because I continuously maintain my royal perspective as king, no matter if the Queen or if any other royal member of the family is taking a break or if they're in retirement. But there are many other kings, believe it or not, in this modern world. We don't just have the king and queen. We don't just have this one queen. This is the Queen of England. We have much smaller kings and queens, just like in the Bible, but to this modern day. Um, so I'm not the only king in Canada. I just am one of the ones that am able to. I have such a high social media influence with my um, kingism or whatever, being from the royal blood or whatever and whatnot. And you don't have to be from the royal blood of that family to be a king. You could even be of all different bloods to be kings. All different kings. King of Seas. The Lion King. I went and seen this in theaters when it first came out. I wish I could have got the whole thing on film, but unfortunately that would have been copyright infringement. But I did see it with my own eyes. It was a great time. It was when the film first came out. I had seen Lion King when it like the original Lion King, the obviously the cartoon version when it first came out, but it was pretty good. Seeing it, I went to the theater. All the new leather recliners are at the theaters. They're no longer those little. Um, I remember when I was younger, they were the most of the time. Uh, Most of the time, they were those one theater seats, like those kind of like hardwood ones. And the majority of our theaters, I think all of our theaters, Cineplex, regarding Cineplex and Mark Cuban's theaters. What is the name of Mark Cuban's theaters that he owns? Or he owns, I'm not sure if he's the majority owner or not, but I know he that is his thing. He owns that specific. That's called Mark Cuban's theaters, Landmark Theaters. I have not been to Landmark Theaters, unfortunately. I've walked by it, I've drove by it, I've been around it. I just never have actually been to Landmark Theaters. It looks sort of like a different sort of a theater setup in this one. I'm not sure if how all their theaters are set up. I've never been to Landmark Theaters. But I have been to Cineplex Theaters, or whatever, Cineplex. Cineplex is how they say it. And it's fairly good. They got rid of that game thing they used to have, unfortunately, they said. There used to be a game thing. Everybody in the theater would sit there and it would pop up. It'll probably come back, I guarantee it, in the future. Everyone loved that game. get your points and whatnot or whatever. That's a certain time thing. Maybe in the future it'll come back. Probably. You know, it was a big reward for everyone. Sit there, get on that game, win and win your points to get different treats and things and all different stuff. As long as people keep going to Cineplex, a lot of people are on their home theater thing nowadays. No matter what their setup is, they got a home theater at home. Most people. There is a lot of home theaters in the world.